Hi, and welcome back to Transit Talk, your weekly horoscope podcast, where I explore the astrological energies and how you can make the most of them. I'm your host, Shanice, and this is the week of August the 12th through August the 18th, 2024. Our tarot cards for the week are the Queen of Wands, grounded by the Emperor. So, this is setting the tone for confident action, leadership, and structured creativity. So, let me read to you from Rachel True's intuitive guidebook, The Queen of Wands Energy. The Queen of Wands in its high vibration is desire, will, lust, sensuality, creativity, and manifestation. In the lower vibration, the Queen of Wands represents lethargy, depression, self loathing, lack of power, mania, and repressed sexuality. The Queen of Wands doesn't run with the wolves, they are the wolf. Passionate and sensual, they possess a strong life force energy. They're comfortable in their own skin and champion individuality. Embracing and nourishing emotional, mental, and sexual well being is part of their strength. Honoring personal power has gotten them far. If you pull this card, you may have had a series of well earned successes and feel on top of your game. If representing a maternal figure in your life, this queen engages emotionally and energetically with their loved ones. They encourage self-expression and keep their wards scheduled with various artistic and athletic activities. In relationship dynamics, your light is shining bright and many moths and butterflies may be drawn. For some, a sexual liberation reconnects you to a partner or may put you back on the dating scene. You may feel a strong connection to a new mysterious lover or friend after a period of dormancy. Get the full story before committing, as they may be playing the field. In the personal life, things feel electric. Your next idea may be the very thing that moves a current project forward or lands a big payday. Advocate advocate for yourself, but don't force to think others to your way of thinking through aggressive behavior. This is an ideal time to send out a resume if you're looking for work. Your energy is flowing. So right now, we are in Leo season. So a lot of us are feeling confident. A lot of us are feeling really creative. But this week, we may have either some sort of reality check or breakthrough in regards to whatever it is we are working on and trying to manifest into our lives. Mars is also forming a conjunction with Jupiter and Gemini this week. So be careful with feeling aggressive or feeling a bit overly confident, overly cocky. This could also show up as overextending yourself or really feeling lazy and getting into some sort of fawn state or paralysis state where you have so many ideas or so many things to do that you don't even know where to start. So just be on the lookout for that energy and try to balance it out and make sure that you are, really focusing on what it is you are trying to manifest and work on in your life. So let's read what Rachel True has to say about the emperor, because that is what's grounding this overconfidence that we might be feeling with the Queen of Wands energy this week. So, in its higher vibration, the emperor is all about control, security, power, force, stubbornness, authority, intellect, stability, rigidity. I hope I'm saying that word right. I don't think I am. Discipline, structure, and logic. In its lower vibration, it represents immaturity, passivity, fear, cruelty, control issues, cowardice, unmotivated, blunt force, victimhood, loose cannon. And so she says the emperor represents a strong willed individual who conquers with intellect, might, and practice skill. This commanding, action-oriented archetype with an eye for detail offers wise counsel and guidance as easily as tough disciplinary justice when needed. If you pull the Emperor, instinct, intelligence, drive, and dedication may have landed you a recent hard-won success. If it's not the case, use this time to actively pursue what you desire and examine how and where your energy and focus are divided. Well thought out, decisive action is called for. This is no time for excuses. Trying to win with sentiment is futile. A logical mind will move you forward. You may need to defend your honor or end a pattern of other people walking all over you. Trust you've gotten the acumen to solidify a foundation for future success. In relationship dynamics, an assertive, intelligent, clever personality who likes things their way may have entered your life. Fair and not overly emotional. The Emperor can tend to run their family and or relationships like a business. This might not create a warm and fuzzy dynamic, but the solid support offered is unparalleled. You'll feel safe, protected, and loved by the Emperor archetype. They'll push you to be your best and come to your aid when deemed fit. In professional life, the Emperor can be an authority figure who sets the rules. Speak up and base decisions on facts. Your natural charisma makes you a born leader. Take others' opinions into consideration before acting, and they'll follow you willingly. If your boss is the demanding sort, they'll be impressed by those who mirror their own never-ending drive and ambition. So the Emperor this week, and I believe both of them, don't quote me, but both of these cards, the Queen of Wands and the Emperor, are represented by fire energy. And so this is us taking action towards something that could lead to us really being blessed and coming towards some sort of breakthrough. This week is either asking us to get focused and to get disciplined around the things that we are working on, or it's asking us to remain consistent if we are already structured and focused on what we are working towards. So let's get into the week, and we'll start on Monday, August the 12th. We start the week off closing out the first quarter moon phase. And if I'm talking a bit weird in this episode, you guys, I am having some dental issues that won't get fixed until this Tuesday. So please disregard how I am speaking right now. But let's get back into the transit. So on Monday, August the 12th, we are closing out the first quarter moon phase in Scorpio. And the ruler of Scorpio is Mars. And Mars is really highlighted this week because it's forming a conjunction am I saying that right? Forming a conjunction with Jupiter in Gemini, and then it'll form a square with Saturn, which is retrograding right now in Pisces. So this first quarter moon phase, or with whatever happened this weekend, is very important to this moon cycle for you. The first quarter moon phase in astrology is like a call to action. It is a period where we have to take action towards our manifestations. So pay attention to whatever happened and whatever had you in your feelings this week, because this is where you need to move forward and transform this area in your life. This phase is about taking action and making decisions that drive you forward, especially after the intentions you set during the new moon last week in Leo, or the week before last. Scorpio adds a bit of depth and emotional intensity to what we are feeling closing out the weekend, headed into this new week. So this is asking us, or this is a powerful urge that is asking us to push through our obstacles or confront any lingering issues that we need to resolve. So the positive expression of Scorpio, or this energy, would be you having some courage and determination. And this is asking you to be fearless so you can fearlessly and confront whatever it is or whatever challenges you might be facing. This is also asking or showing us some sort emotional depth, giving us emotional clarity in regards to situations that you might be repressing or avoiding. This is also energy that's transformative. So it's allowing us to take transformative action and make significant changes that can lead to personal growth and evolution in our lives. So with the Scorpio energy or the Scorpio moon energy this weekend, it's very analytical and it's well thought out. Like it likes to, think things through before it acts in the positive expression. But in the negative expression, it can be a bit of obsession and control and becoming overly fixated on certain outcomes and trying to control certain situations and people too intensely. Another negative expression is emotional turbulence. So this can lead to heightened emotions and potentially causing some sort of conflict or stress that is not managed well. So this could be like fights and arguments and also power struggles. This can bring about conflicts in different power dynamics that are at play, leading to struggles in personal and professional relationships, and also stubbornness. So you have to be really, really mindful this weekend or headed into this week that you're not carrying over this intense feelings that you might have been feeling this weekend. I don't know if you are on the positive or negative expression of that energy, but try to use, as somebody who has the moon in their natal chart, I have a Scorpio moon, try to use this energy to overcome anything. I always say my Scorpio moon motto is adapt and overcome. That's like you can't control the crazy things that happen in life, but you can adapt to the situation and overcome it. So on Monday, we are closing the week out with everything that I just stated with this Scorpio moon energy. And so with us kicking this week off with the Scorpio moon, this is still bringing this intense and focused energy. And waking up on Monday, the moon will form a trine to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So this is helping us to get grounded in our emotions and approach challenges with discipline and maturity. Try not to get depressed or, try not to get too rigid in being focused on how you are feeling with this Scorpio talking to Saturn and Pisces. This aspect is just really good for tackling serious tasks or setting those emotional boundaries. And also in the morning, we have the moon forming a square to the sun in Leo. So this is creating a bit of tension between our inner world, our inner emotions, and how we express ourselves outwardly. So this is important, or it's important to find balance between what we feel and how we present ourselves to others. There may be a bit of conflict in how, you communicate on Monday. Like you might still feel a bit of whatever you were feeling this weekend carrying over into Monday, and you might be taking it out on the people around you. So try not to do that on Monday. And then later in the evening, we have the moon still in Scorpio, forming an opposition with Uranus in Taurus. So this could bring about some sort of unexpected emotional shifts or disruptions. So try to stay flexible on Monday. This week period, try to remain as flexible as possible. Be open to sudden changes, even if it takes you out of your comfort zone. Remember, and I like to tell my clients and tell anybody who I talk to about astrology, everything is not trying to, or I feel like nothing in astrology is trying to harm you. I feel like it's trying to get you closer to who you truly are and what you truly desire in this lifetime. So just be mindful on Monday that you aren't carrying over any of the intense or heavy feelings you might have been feeling this weekend. Try to stay grounded and focus on the things. If you do find yourself feeling uncomfortable, focus on the things that you need to change. This is what you need to be focusing on to get closer to whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Whatever is making you uncomfortable is trying to get you to see where you can manifest whatever it is you desire, where you can actually obtain your goals, achieve your goals. But let's move over to Tuesday, August the 13th. We have the moon right before it moves into Sagittarius. It's going to move into Neptune. So Tuesday night, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to how you feel when you wake up from your dreams. This is a great time to, if you are the type of person, shout out to Neurospicy Astrology. She actually put me onto this. But if you are the type of person to dream journal, Tuesday morning is a great time to do so. So pay attention to your dreams on Tuesday waking up. The moon will also, once it moves into Sagittarius, it will form a sextile to Pluto retrograding in Aquarius. So this is enhancing our ability to connect deeply with our goals and to make some transformative changes. This is potentially some subconscious things coming up to the surface and showing you where you need to adapt and overcome. This is where you probably are giving away your power or not really seeing your personal power. So pay attention to Tuesday morning and how you feel when you wake up on Tuesday the 13th. So trying to see if I missed anything on Tuesday. No, Tuesday morning. So we wake up and then we go to work. Some of us are at work around this time, but the moon will form a square to Mercury retrograding in Virgo. So this might bring about some miscommunication or some mental tension. I have this natal moon placement. This is like really your mind not connecting with your mouth. So if you do have this issue, it's okay to sit in silence for a little bit. I personally like to meditate before I speak. I like to take long pauses before I speak. Um, Especially when the moon is transiting and forming a harsh aspect like a square or an opposition to Mercury. And Mercury is also retrograding right now. So whatever come up, this might be highlighting where you need to reflect a little bit more on Monday. And I mean on Tuesday. And in the evening on Tuesday, the moon will form a trine to the north node in Aries. So this is aligning our emotions, emotional needs with our life's purpose. This is supporting us to take bold steps towards our goals. And this is really guiding our intuition and inner wisdom. So pay attention on Tuesday. Tuesday is a very, it's almost like a moon day, even though it's ruled by Mars. But I guess because Mars is so heavily dominating this week, Tuesday is a very psychically receptive day. It's a day to pay attention to the synchronicities. It's a day to wake up and pay attention to your dreams. Try not to pull out your phone on Tuesday as soon as you wake up. Try to go outside and really connect with nature, connect with whatever you hear outside, the noises, connect with nature, I guess, is in so many words. It's a good day to take the day slow. Like try to take Tuesday as slow as possible and remain as flexible as possible. Now, let's get to Wednesday, which is a really big day. Today or Wednesday is a really action-packed day. There's a bit of a T square involving the moon, the moon in Sagittarius, Saturn retrograding in Pisces, Mars and Jupiter in Gemini, and Venus in Virgo. So, this is the mental cross of astrology. We are changing our mental thoughts, our mental processes, how we go about thinking, how either we're overly critical in a situation or we not really being critical enough. This is really bringing some tension in our relationships and around our self-care routines. It's very important on Wednesday to approach any issues with understanding and willingness to adapt. Like, have some empathy on Wednesday because you might feel really triggered. Try to be guided by nurturing but being confident. Um, so on Wednesday morning, we start the day off with the biggest aspect of the week, pretty much with Mars forming a conjunction with Jupiter and Gemini. So, this is creating a surge of energy, enthusiasm, and the desire to take on some new challenges. Whatever it is you've probably been putting off, this is the day you're going to really start whatever it is you have been putting off. This aspect is perfect for initiating new projects, or, well, I don't want to say new projects because Mercury is retrograde right now. So whatever project you've been putting off since the beginning of the year, this is a good time to initiate those projects or take bold action. Um, but be mindful of overextending yourself because Jupiter is involved and Mars is all about movement and taking action. So stay grounded, stay disciplined, stay focused on your priorities on Wednesday. And in the early afternoon, the moon will also oppose Jupiter, starting this T square. So the moon is in Sagittarius. Um, and then it will also, like, shortly after it opposes Jupiter, it's going to oppose Mars. So this is that T square. This is a double opposition, and this can create some emotional tension, some conflicts, some arguments, especially if we are feeling like we are being pulled in different directions. So it's important to stay centered and not get swept away by impulsive reactions. Um, I cannot stress this enough, but try to stay grounded on Wednesday, especially if you are Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces risings. Stay grounded on Wednesday. Try to work on things that bring you joy. We are still in Leo season, so try to focus on things that really bring you joy. And in the afternoon, the moon will square Saturn. Again, this is involving the T square, so that mental push pull energy. Um, Saturn is now retrograde in Pisces. So this is a reality check or a need to address some sort of responsibilities. This, I feel like Wednesday is a test in our faith and like what we truly believe in. This aspect can feel really heavy in the afternoon, but it's a good time to buckle down and take care of what needs to be done. So focus on the things that your top priorities, prioritize the things that you need to do, control the things that you can control, and the things that you can't, give it to God or your higher power. In the evening, Mercury, which is retrograding right now will be re-entering Leo. So this is changing our style of communication. If you have been a bit more picky or organized, critical about your communication, well, it's about to change. It's going to get a bit more creative, a bit more expressive, a bit more bold. It's a good time to revisit any past ideas that you had in July and approach them with some new, fresh perspectives. So, in the late evening, the moon will form a trine to the sun in Leo. This is harmonious energy between our emotions and our self expression. So, if you were feeling on Monday a bit confused about, where you stood in a situation, Wednesday you should have a bit more clarity in regards to whatever you were feeling on Monday. This is a great time to connect with others and to share your thoughts and feelings. Wednesday is actually a good day to socialize. Just try not to overextend yourself or overdo it. So shortly after the moon trines the sun in Leo, the moon will talk to Chiron in Aries. So this is offering some emotional healing in regards to our identity and what we know and what we believe in. So let's move over to Thursday, and that's Thursday, August the 15th, 2024. This is another heavy day. We have the moon early on Thursday morning in Sagittarius, forming a square to Neptune retrograding in Pisces. So, this is a bit of emotional confusion or sensitivity. It's important to stay grounded and not let your imagination get the best of you. So, don't jump to conclusions on Thursday morning. Try to stay grounded in your intuition and try to stay confident within your intuition. Also, on Thursday morning, the moon will form a trine to Mercury retrograde in Leo. So, this is helping us stay grounded in our confidence and our intuition and enhancing our ability to create or communicate creatively and with more confidence. This is perfect for revisiting some old ideas in July that you had with some fresh perspective, or have some heartfelt conversations and be honest. Shortly after that aspect happens with Mercury, the sun in Leo will form a trine to Chiron in Aries. This is helping out whatever we felt on Wednesday. This is helping us or giving us an opportunity to heal our identity and self-expression in like who we are and who we know ourselves to be. On Thursday afternoon, the moon will re-enter Capricorn, shifting our focus from being a bit more open-minded and optimistic to being a bit feeling more responsible and like we need to work on whatever it is we feel responsible for. So this is a great time. The moon will go void on Thursday afternoon. And so this will be a great time to go slow and to reflect on your goals and responsibilities, and just tying up some loose ends and not starting anything new. In the evening, we have Mars in Gemini forming a square to Saturn retrograding in Pisces. So this is frustrating energy. This could be some sort of obstacle in our plans, or like this could, yeah, be some sort of obstacle in our plans, some sort of roadblock. So try to be patient with yourself and not force anything in this situation. If you are running into any roadblocks, try to take things slow and re-strategize if this is you. On Friday, August the 16th, the moon will be in Capricorn all day. So, this is bringing a serious goal oriented energy to our emotions and inner world. And overnight, the moon will square the North Node, which can create some tension in our goals and like how we feel we are approaching them. So this is a good time to reflect on whether your current path aligns with who you truly are, your true purpose. This is overnight, so you might wake up feeling this energy. Whatever roadblock you felt on yesterday, it could be messing with your mind on Friday. So try to think about the emotional healing you've had earlier this week, on Wednesday, the clarity that you may have gained on Wednesday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Try to focus on those things and not allow your emotions to get the best of you, because the moon is talking tensely to the North Node in Aries. So we aren't really seeing things clear. This is just a good time to reflect. And on Friday afternoon, the moon will form a trine to Venus in Virgo. So this is bringing harmonious energy and nurturing energy to our relationships and our self-care routine. So if you are feeling a bit confused this week, on Friday, try to go to the spa, do some self-care, do things that make you happy, because, we are headed into the full moon energy. And with things being so loud this week, with Mars forming a conjunction with Jupiter and squaring Saturn, and there's this T square happening this week, we might feel a bit conflicted in which direction we are approaching next. Like, we are a bit fearful about the future, some of us. So this is a great time to connect, or a great week to reconnect with your faith, whatever it is that you believe in, whether you are a Christian or whatever. Like, this is a great week to start reconnecting with God. So on Friday, I urge you, if you are feeling a heavy feeling this week, try to practice some self-care, do some things that really, really make you happy. Um, and on Friday evening, the moon will sextile Saturn, which is retrograding in Pisces. So this is stability and grounded energy, but you have to be looking for it with the sextiles. So Friday evening, be paying attention to the synchronicities. It's a good time to focus on responsibilities and things that you can take care of, practical things. On Saturday, August the 17th, we are beginning to approach the full moon energy, the full moon in Aquarius, happening August the 19th on Monday. So on Saturday morning, the moon in Capricorn will form a square to the North Node in Aries. I'm sorry, not the North Node, Chiron. So the moon will square Chiron. This is emotionally triggering. This is a deep wound in regards to our identity and how we see ourselves. So just take things slow, headed into Saturday. Again, we are in the full moon's energy, or headed into the full moon's energy. The moon in Capricorn will then form a trine on Saturday to Uranus in Taurus. So this is a bit of unexpected revelation, unexpected insight. This is really getting us closer to seeing who we truly are and what we are trying to do, what goals we are trying to manifest. On Saturday, this is really getting focused and getting clear on our intentions, the intentions that we set on the new moon earlier in the month. On Saturday as well, the moon in Capricorn will sextile Neptune retrograding in Pisces. So this is offering a bit more clarity in regards to our identity, in regards to receiving some sort of intuitive insight. This is a great day to pay attention to the synchronicities. I would say all weekend to pay attention to the synchronicities that you see in regards to the things that you are trying to manifest. And on Saturday afternoon, the moon will enter into Aquarius. So this is shifting our focus in and getting more connected to making some sort of change. Aquarius is the innovator of the zodiac. It's all about changing things and making things more functional for everybody. It sees the bigger picture, and Aquarius is the visionary of the zodiac as well. Right when it moves into the moon moves into Aquarius, it will form a conjunction with Pluto. So this is literally forcing us to make change or transformation in our lives. This is right before the full moon. Like, this is a day or two before the full moon. So you might see some effects or what the full moon is trying to show you on Saturday. And on Sunday, the moon will form a sextile with the North Node in Aries. So the moon is in Aquarius, and it will form a a sextile to the North Node. Again, I like to look at sextiles as synchronicities. So you have to be paying attention to the synchronicities. This is another day where you might want to wake up paying attention to your dreams or the people that you run into, the stranger that you run into, the conversations that you have that you didn't plan on having on Sunday. Sunday is a great day to pay attention to the opportunities or the revelations. You might receive some sort of revelation on Sunday when the moon in Capricorn forms a trine to, I'm sorry, not Capricorn, in Aquarius forms a trine to Jupiter in Gemini. So this is offering some sort of opportunity or epiphany in regards to your situation that you are facing this week. So just pay attention on Sunday to whatever things that you notice that you don't tend to notice, normally. So I didn't receive any questions this week, so I won't be answering any questions. But if you have any astrology questions in regards to your personal birth chart, I do answer them anonymously. Fill out the form. The link will be in the description of this podcast episode. If you have any questions or if you want to book a reading and see how this energy is showing up for you personally, make sure you click the link in the description as well. All of the links to the services that I provide will be in the link of or in the description of this podcast episode. So that closes out this week's episode, and I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope that everything works out in your favor, whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, whatever it is that you are trying to get clarity around. I hope that it works in your favor and that this week is better than expected. And just remember that all of the transits that are happening, they're just trying to bring you closer to what it is you desire. It's trying to bring you closer to your higher self, your higher power, or God, whatever that is for you. So until next time, you guys, have a great week.